Hello, my friends. Welcome back to your mat. Today is a yoga class for anxiety, something that many of us deal with sometime, a lot of the time, or maybe all the time. So, in this class, we're going to focus on linking our breath with movement so that we can get out of our head into our bodies and soothe our nervous system. For this class, you'll need a yoga block or two. If you have them, great. If you don't, no worries. Grab some thicker books and use those instead. Also, if you have access to a wall for this class, that would be wonderful as well. So grab what you need, meet me back here when you're ready, and we're going to begin this class standing. So I know me personally, if I try to sit down into meditation when I'm feeling really anxious, I'm going to struggle. So for this class, we're going to start with some movement. We're going to start with some flow, and then we're going to work our way down to the floor, okay, so that we can kind of get out the jitters and take some movement first. So find a mountain pose with feet hips distance apart. We're going to start with some simple sun breaths. So soft knees here, soft shoulders. We're going to inhale to sweep the arms down, around, and up, reaching the arms up and overhead. And then exhale, simply bring the arms back down to your sides. We're going to do that 3 more times. Inhale, slowly filling up the lungs as you reach the arms up. Exhale, slowly release the arms back down to your sides. Inhale. And exhale. One more, inhale. Linking our movement with our breath, exhale. If you're not already there, come to the top of your mat in this same mountain pose. And then inhale, let's reach the arms up. This time exhale, bring the hands in prayer through center as you fold forward over the legs, long spine. Bend the knees as much as you need to if you have tight hamstrings. Inhale, let's come to halfway lift, hands to shins. And then exhale, fold back over the legs. Bend the knees, take the hands down to the ground. Let's step back into a kneeling tabletop position. So bring one knee and then the other down to the ground. Inhale to lift your tailbone, arching through the spine, coming into a gentle cow pose. And then exhale, begin to round the spine, lengthening the tailbone down into a cat pose. And then come back to a neutral spine, tuck the toes under, spread the fingers wide, lift the hips up towards the sky for a downward facing dog. Again, you can bend the knees as much as you need to. Don't worry about bringing your heels down to the mat. Instead, just focus on finding ease and comfort in this posture. Take one more breath here in your down dog. And then as you inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Take some slow little steps to the top of your mat to bring the feet towards the hands. Release the head and neck. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold. On your inhale, strong core, press through the heels. Sweep the arms up, exalted mountain. Exhale the hands in prayer through center. And down to your sides in mountain. Let's do that again. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, hands in prayer, folding over the legs, long spine to fold. Inhale to your halfway lift, long spine parallel to the ceiling, and then exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step back to that kneeling tabletop once more. Inhale to your cow pose, gently arching the spine, lifting the tailbone. And then exhale, press the floor away, round the spine, scooping the tailbone under. Come back to your neutral spine, tuck the toes, hips towards the heels as you lift the knees up, downward facing dog. This time, if you'd like to pedal out the feet, please feel free, bending one knee and then the other. Feeling into this pose, you also have the option of stillness. You also have the option of child's pose if you prefer. Whatever is right for your body right now. And let's find our way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, take the gaze forward. Again, walk the feet slowly towards the hands, coming to your standing forward fold. Release the head. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, strong core, long spine. Come on up, exalted mountain. And exhale to mountain. If you feel like you need some more movement, please feel free to pause this video, go through that sun salutation again as many times as you need to. But for now, we're going to come down into a seated position. If you'd like to sit up on a block or a folded blanket to make yourself more comfortable, please feel free. Let's take the hands and press them palms face down into the knees or thighs, sitting tall through the spine. If you'd like to sit with your back against a wall, that's fine too. As you sit, begin to notice your breath, just bringing awareness to it. You're not trying to do anything special. We're just noticing our breathing. Notice how it feels to breathe. Notice what it sounds like. Just observing. And then we're going to practice a grounding breathing technique where our exhale is just a little bit longer than our inhale. So go ahead and exhale all the way, and then we're going to inhale for a count of 4. Here we go. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause briefly, and then exhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Let's do that again. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Brief pause at the top, and then exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Brief pause, and exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can continue this breath with these counts, or if you feel like you need to shorten the counts and make them a little bit shorter to make yourself more comfortable, that's okay too. If you like, you can close your eyes or you can soften the gaze. And just continue to make your exhale slightly longer than your inhale, with a brief pause at the top of your inhale. It's not about doing this breath perfectly. It's just about taking your time, slowly exhaling, releasing tension, bringing the nervous system down, soothing it, calming it. Take one more round of this breath. And then you can release the technique. Just return to that normal breathing pattern from earlier. A lot of the times when we're anxious, we develop a lot of tension in our neck and shoulders. So we're going to stretch that out. Go ahead and drop your chin down to your chest. And then we're going to take some really slow neck rolls from side to side. You can take it all the way around if that feels good in your neck. I prefer only the front half of the neck roll myself. So choose what's right for your body. If that is going all the way around, please feel free. If it is just swaying from side to side, making these half moon shapes, that's great too. Let your shoulders be heavy. Just enjoying the movement, enjoying the stretch. Soften your jaw best you can. Relax any tension out of the mouth. If you're anxious, you might have to continue releasing tension out of the jaw and mouth as we move through this practice. I'll remind you, we store a lot of tension in our mouth. especially when we're stressed. Good. Let's make our way back to center. Bring the head up. And then we're going to take the left arm out to the side. You can tent the fingertips down on the mat. And then we're just going to bring right ear to right shoulder. Should feel a nice stretch through the side of the neck here. Check in with yourself here for a moment. And then if you'd like to deepen the stretch, you can lift the arm up off the floor and reach away. Again, let the shoulders be heavy. Let them drop down away from the ears. And find what feels good for your neck here. So maybe play with looking down towards your hip, maybe looking up towards the ceiling. Maybe somewhere in between feels like a really good stretch, and just hang out there. Beautiful. Let's slowly bring the arm back in and the head back to center and switch sides. Now the opposite arm, the right arm, reaches down, tent the fingers, bring left ear towards left shoulder, opening up the right side of the neck. Check in, see if this is deep enough. If not, you can lift the hand up, reach the arm away. Totally your choice. And again, you can find some gentle movement in the neck, peering down at your hip or up towards the sky. Seeing where your neck needs the stretch the most. And then when you've found it, come back to the breath. Just an easy inhale and exhale. It might be helpful for you to think, I am breathing in, I am breathing out. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. Then let's bring everything back to center. Bring the hand in, the head up. Now we're going to take just a gentle side stretch. So bring that left hand down to the ground beside you as before and reach that right arm up and over. Coming into a side bend, keeping that right sitting bone grounded down on the floor. Just enjoying this nice stretch through the side of the body. Again, I am breathing in, I am breathing out. Repeating this to yourself is practicing awareness. And awareness is a key component of mindfulness. And when our anxiety is taking over, sometimes it's really hard to get out of our head. So repeating something that brings you into the present moment, such as I am breathing in, I am breathing out, is a great way to extract ourselves from the loop that is anxiety. Let's bring it back to center and switch sides. So now the left arm comes up and overhead, right sitting bone grounding down through the floor. I am breathing in, I am breathing out. Notice if any tension has crept back into your mouth and jaw. If so, no worries, just release it. Know that we are here together. There's no right or wrong. There's just your experience. Beautiful. One more breath here. And then let's make our way back up. Now let's take a gentle twist. So we're going to inhale the arms up, and then we're going to twist gently to the left. Bringing the right arm forward and the left hand back behind you. We're not coming super deep into this twist, just as far as your body can take you on its own without you wrenching yourself into the twist. As you breathe in, think about length in the spine. As you breathe out, see if there's a space for you to soften in your low back, in your shoulders, in your jaw, wherever. Each exhale, finding a new place to try your best to release tension. Good. Let's make our way back to center. Inhale once more, and let's take it to the other side. Now twisting to the right, left arm forward, right hand back behind you. Relax the jaw, relax the face. I am breathing in, I am breathing out. Beautiful. Let's make our way slowly back to center, and then we're going to transition in your own time into tabletop position, hands and knees. Take your hands, spread the fingers wide, tuck the toes under. Let's come into our first downward facing dog. So bring in the hips towards the heels as we lift the knees up. You're welcome to bend your knees as much as you need to here. It's not about straight legs. It's not about heels touching the ground. Instead, it's more about finding length and spaciousness in the spine. Press the hands down, soften the shoulders away from the ears. Release the head. Let the neck be soft. Maybe you come into like a little bobblehead type feel here, just to make sure there's no hiding tension in the neck. Good. On your next inhale, let's bend the knees a little bit more. Gaze forward towards the hands as we slowly take some small steps. Bringing the feet towards the hands. And we're going to come into just a simple standing forward fold. So bend the knees as much as you need to, bringing belly toward the thighs. Just let your head hang heavy here. If you like, you can even grab opposite elbows. Releasing the head, releasing the neck. Maybe you want to invite a little sway into your forward fold, if it feels good. If not, feel free to hold still. Imagine that you could take your worry, that you could take your anxiety, that you could take your stress and just let it slide down your spine and pool onto the floor in front of you. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. Beautiful. Stay here for another breath. And then we're going to slowly release the arms and take our time to roll the body up, little by little, vertebrae by vertebrae, to come to standing. Let's get into a little bit more movement now. So I want you to turn towards the long end of your mat and go ahead, if you have yoga blocks, place them along the back side of your mat so they'd be slightly behind you, like so. You'll need them in a minute. And then take your feet nice and wide into this wide-legged stance. And you want the outer edges of your feet to be parallel to each other. So turn the toes just slightly in, a little bit pigeon-toed, not too much. Good. Now in this wide-legged stance, we're going to inhale the arms down, around, and up, reach up. And then as you exhale, bring the hands down onto your waist. We're going to move into a little bit more flow so that we can get any more tension and anxiousness out of our body. So let's start by turning the left leg out. So I want you to rotate from the hip joint, turning those left toes out at a 90-degree angle, and then taking the right heel slightly back so that we're coming into a warrior two stance when you bend that front knee. So front knee comes over the ankle, find your warrior two stance here, adjust it as needed to make sure you're comfortable, and then reach the arms away, parallel to the floor. Great. Now as you inhale, I'd like you to straighten that front leg, bring the arms up, maybe gaze up at the hands, and then exhale, look forward over the left fingertips. Inhale, come up, and then exhale, bend back into your warrior two. Again, linking breath and movement. Inhale to rise, exhale to come down. One more. Inhale, lift up, reach up, and then exhale, warrior two. Good. Now let's reach forward through that left arm, bringing the spine long as you reach forward, and then bring that left elbow down onto the left thigh as you reach that right arm up and over for extended side angle. And then we're going to cartwheel the arms up and come to this reverse warrior. So the right hand comes down gently onto the thigh, left hand lifts up. And then we're just going to flow between the two. So on your inhale, reach forward into that extended side angle. And then as you exhale, come back up into that reverse warrior. And you can always adjust the breath so that it feels good for you. So if it feels better to inhale as you come up into reverse warrior, that's fine too. Just linking breath with movement here. Whatever feels good for you. Good. Just a few more here. One more extended side angle. One more reverse warrior. And then come back to your extended side angle, grab that block, and you're going to set the block up about a foot in front of your toes. Bring your hand onto the block. If you don't have a block, no worries. You can use that thick book or a coffee table if you have one nearby. And then we're going to come into a half moon shape. So you're going to shift the weight forward into your right foot, and then you're going to slowly lift the left leg, bringing it parallel to the floor, toes pointing forward. Now, if you want to do this with your back against the wall, that's completely fine. A little bit of extra support here as you come up with your back against the wall. You're welcome to stay here, or you can reach that left arm high to the sky. Pick a point to stare at with your attention. Balance poses are great for anxiety because we need to focus to keep from falling. So poses like half moon or tree pose or dancer's pose are great because it gives us something for our mind to focus on. So do that now. Focus on riding the wobbles, making tiny adjustments. If you fall out, no big deal. And then taking that left hand back down onto your hip, slowly bring that left foot back down to the floor, and then we'll rise up. Let's reset in that wide-legged stance. We're going to do the same thing on the second side. So this wide-legged stance, toes pointing forward, outer edges of the feet parallel. Now let's rotate the other side. So the right leg rotating from the hip, turn the toes out 90 degrees to point towards the short end of the mat. Left heel comes slightly back. Beautiful. Bend your front knee, stacking it over the ankle, and find your warrior two stance. Arms reach away. Inhale, straighten that front leg, reach up, and then exhale, take the gaze forward over your right fingertips. Inhale to lift, extend. Exhale to ground down, warrior two. Inhaling and exhaling. Two more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now from this warrior two, we're going to reach through that right side body, lengthening the side, and then bring the right elbow to right thigh, left arm up and over for extended side angle. Beautiful. And now we're going to cartwheel the arms, leaving that front knee bent as we come into this reverse warrior shape. Upper body is soft, legs are strong. And now let's flow between the two. So extended side angle, reverse warrior. Following your own breath pattern here. Just flowing between the two, feeling the movement in your body. It's the only thing that matters right now. It's just movement and breath. Breath and movement. One more. One more reverse warrior, and then come back into that extended side angle. Place that block or come to that coffee table. Bring your back to the wall if you need it. Placing your hand on the block, right hand on your hip. Shift the weight forward into your foot, and then slowly float that top leg up, flexing through the foot. Find your balance here. If you're in the middle of the room, ride the wobbles. If you're with your back against the wall, appreciate the wall and the support it's giving you. And then if you'd like, reaching that arm up towards the sky. Beautiful. Find length in the spine here. Find your focal point. Find your focus. Send your gaze there, straight ahead. Breathe. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. Bring that top arm back down onto your hips. Slowly bring that foot down onto the floor and then come up as you're ready. Good. Release. Maybe shake it out. Whew. That was good. Come on down onto your seat. We're going to start by extending the right leg straight out in front, bringing the sole of the left foot to the inner thigh of the right leg, like so. We're going to do another little mini flow here, linking breath with movement. So on your inhale, I want you to reach up through that left arm, and then as you exhale, bring the left hand towards your right foot, closing down as much as you're able with ease. Inhale, open up. And exhale to close. Inhale and exhale. Do this 2 more times. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. This time exhale, hold. Enjoy the stretch here. Release any tension in the jaw, in the mouth. Relax the face. Lengthen through the spine. And then on your next inhale, start to come back up. Let's switch sides. Left leg extends, bringing the sole of the right foot to the inner left thigh. Flexing through that left foot. Again, inhale, reach that right arm up, big stretch. Exhale, close it down, reach towards the foot. Inhale to open. Exhale to close. Inhaling and exhaling. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. And hold. 3 breaths here. Soft jaw. Soft mouth. Close the eyes if you like. Just breathe. On your next inhale, slowly come up. We're going to transition onto our back now, so you can move your blocks out of the way, bending the knees, soles of the feet flat on the floor. See how slowly you can bring yourself down onto the ground. Gather one knee and then the other into the chest for Apanasana, or knees to chest pose. Relax the hips and shoulders, let them be heavy. We're going to build a little bit more fire in the body, and then we're going to release it all for our final Shavasana. So in this knees to chest pose, we're going to do a little bit of breath of fire. So what that is it's just a strong exhaling sniff over and over again. So it sounds like this. So the inhale is passive, the exhale is active. And each time you exhale, you're going to snap your belly button backwards towards your spine. So we're going to build a little bit of heat here. Feel free to skip this breathing technique if it doesn't serve you, especially if you're pregnant or you have respiratory issues. Here we go. Inhale, part of the way. Exhale, begin. For a little bit of an extra challenge, you can lift the head, keep going. 30 seconds. Feel the core engage. Powerful exhale. Almost there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale all the way. Hold. And release everything. Take the legs long. Exhale fully. Releasing into our final Shavasana. If you like, you can place something underneath your knees like a pillow, bolster, or rolled up blanket. You can place a soft surface like a pillow or blanket underneath your head. And if it feels good, I invite you to place the left hand over your heart and the right hand over your navel. And just take a few moments to breathe. Inhaling and exhaling. Chest and belly rise. Chest and belly fall. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. And to complete this practice, I invite you to do a slow body scan. Starting at the top of your head, just bringing your awareness to the different areas of your body. Sliding from the head down into the jaw, the face, releasing tension as you go, bringing awareness into the neck and throat, the shoulders, collarbones, chest, arms, belly and low back, hips, glutes, thighs, knees, shins, calves, ankles, feet, toes. Noticing your whole body laying here on the floor. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. I am still. I am at peace. I am safe. I am whole. Spend as long as you like here in this Shavasana, as long as you need. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.